Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Trance Terra. Now let's take a look at her stats first. Like you can see, her magic stats is definitely the top as a mage. Not mentioning that she get a total of 60% magic boost, which exceeds Dark Fina. She also get a total of 50% spirit boost, which make her durable against magical attack. For physical attack, she has 30% chance to evade it, so I can say her survive ability is very good. And like other 5 stars base, she get auto refresh, which is useful to maintaining her MP. Combine it with MP plus 30%, she will recover nice amount of MP on every turn. She is resist against silence too, but that might not be useful because her trademark attack is ability, not a magic. But it is still nice to have that. I just think it is better to have paralyze or petrify resistant. The Guardian Monk is useless too in my opinion, because it's only happen after battle, so yeah, useless ability. Okay, now let's take a look at her good skills. The first is Chaos Wave. The MP cost is small for this kind of damage. It also has 5 hits, so you can easily chain it with other attack. However, this skill true power unlock once you use her next skill, Magical Activation. This will boost your magic and spirit by 80%, which is insane. Not only that, it will literally double your Chaos Wave damage and make the MP cost become 0. So if you don't need a burst of damage, still on the early phase of hard battle, so you don't need to end the battle right away, it is better to always use this magical activation before casting Chaos Wave, because it means you only need 25 MP to cast it instead of 35. Also, it can be said that you don't waste any turn because basically it double your Chaos Wave damage. So you will maintain that magic and spirit bonus too. So this skill is very good. Make sure you cast it before you use Chaos Wave. The next is Ultima. You can use this magic after using 0 MP Chaos Wave if you need high burst damage. With 80% magic boost from magical activation, you will deal insane damage with dual Ultima. However, be careful because it costs a tons of MP. So watch out your MP. The next useful skill is Full Life. With this, she can help your healers to resurrect your dead character with full health. This kind of skill is always good. You can also combine her with Barge. Okay, so you can use Barge to refill her MP and then resurrect him immediately. Her LB is also very good. With 50% ignore spirit, it means that it will deal double damage. It also has a lot of hits, which is useful for chaining. Use her LB to take a breath from heavy MP usage. So it is very nice to have this one, to have this LB, I mean. Now let's take a look at mediocre skills. The first is Meduin Guard. It only boosts 3 resistance, fire, ice, and lightning. So it is pretty limited in my opinion. For comparison, Cloud of Darkness Omniveil affect all elements. I really don't understand why they won't make this skill affect all elements. Are they afraid to make her become OP? But I don't think that is the case. It is useful on certain battle though. But yep, still not a good skill. Okay, the next is Holy. If you meet the enemy which weak against light, then you can also use Holy to exploit the weakness. However, it may be not that good on normal situation because Chaos Wave simply deals more damage and affect all targets. And from my experience, there are not many enemies which weak against Holy. this is not a skill you want to use regularly. The next mediocre is Grafiga. All her magic and abilities are really powerful, so she can probably one-shot all enemies which are not resist against gravity. So this is not the skill you will use frequently, and you will even forget that she has this black magic. Also, her black magic coverage is not good. She only able to cast one black magic, Firaga. I prefer they make her lose Maduin Guard and replace it with Tundaga, Blizzaga or other elements. Gas spells are really useful to save your MP when you clearing long battles with a lot of other enemies before you fight the real boss. Okay, so yep, those are all about her skills. Now let's compare her with other 5 stars base mage. The first is of course Darkfina. If you compare her to Darkfina, Trance Terra exceeds her in terms of raw power. But Darkfina has skill which make her really useful on the arena and many enemy battles. Okay, so Darkfina can inflict all ailments, so that skill is really good. She also has resist against Petrify and Paralyze, if I'm not mistaken, which are dangerous to any characters on this game. So Darkfina is more resist against these dangerous stages. For Trance Terra, you need to search for accessory and equip it to her. The next mage is Emperor. Trance Terra also wins against him in terms of raw power. But if the enemy is weak against fire and the battle takes a long time to clear, Emperor will win over time because his fire from below damage is insane at maximum level. You can also amplify the damage further by use upgraded 7 elemental less. Also with his MP Regen passive, which called I Will Never Die, you will probably never run out of MP if you only cast fire from below. So yep, Emperor is very nice mage. Okay, so many players don't like him, but actually he is very good. The next one is Ace. Right now, Ace is probably the weakest mage of all 5 stars base. But just wait until he gets his upgraded ability. He will become really good and can refill your party MP with ease. In my opinion, he is the best mage after his skill upgrade available. But for now, Trance Terra wins against him. Now let's take a look at the equipment. Her equipment are really straightforward. Simply boost and prioritize her magic. She doesn't need any other gimmicks. You can give her Ring of Lucy to make her able to cast Alterna. This ring also increases her evasion, so she will be really hard to kill. Also, she has a chance to restore her MP. Okay, so Ring of Lucy is really good for her. Okay, so my conclusion for her, she is definitely one of the best mages in this game, able to deal bursts of damage quickly and really durable as a mage. You know, in my opinion, she is the best mage right now. She only loses to upgraded Ace later, but still, at that time, she is still very powerful. However, you may already realize that physical attackers are the MVP for this game. So even you get her, she won't be able to compete with Orlando on the general battle. Maybe she will able to deal better damage than Orlando when you fight certain battles, such as the Final Fantasy II event, where the enemies are resist against physical attack. But on normal situation, magical attackers will always inferior compared to the physical one. So yeah, I give her 10 out of 10 as a mage. Okay, so she is the strongest mage right now in this game. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye guys.